I've been watching a movie of well, I wouldn't call it a convention, a performance of a series of poets, circa late 60s, no doubt. There was a black fellow, I still don't know his name, I've seen it in print many, many times. And he was the first one. And his words were plentiful and lucid and loose. And then there was a woman who kept repeating the phrase empty space repeatedly. Oh, that's, how do you just put it? Well, anyway. Oh, and then up and coming, although I haven't seen it yet, is Bukowski. And of course, Bukowski was a working class poet and novelist. I prefer his novels over his poetry, although both are good. And there are several others, William S. Burroughs being the most famous or infamous. Take your pick. Some of these people, well, you could say that they did not have much deployment of morality or ethics. They merely did what they wanted sometimes. Not always. Of course, when everyone does exactly what they prefer, there is only anarchy and nothing more. Hardly the foundation of civilization, I would think. For even a small village to exist, it takes a bit of, I don't know, unity, if nothing else. Well, that's saying the most without saying anything, and that's the nature of a generality. The nature of a generality is to say everything without saying anything, in particular, because, by definition, it's a generality. Ha ha ha. Oh, I'm a smart fellow, make no mistake. I've done a bit of homework over the years. Over the several years, which keep mounting. Maybe I'll reach 75, and maybe I'll reach 80, and maybe I'll reach 85, and I might even reach 90. And I could go even higher, because I've got a maiden aunt, as they used to say, who's 97 right now. Close to the end, for sure, but still. She was always an active woman. Lived in several different foreign countries, primarily in Africa, Tunisia, the Cameroons, and so on. I always admired her, but of course I didn't know anything about her. And she and my mother corresponded for years. Letters, which the practice of writing letters hardly even exists any longer. It's all emails now, I suppose. Although I wouldn't know, I'm not a no, I'm not even a correspondent of anyone any longer. correspondence through traditional mail service has nearly disappeared. And any surviving record of such a correspondence in the early 21st century would be considered, I would think, by the 22nd century historians as a rare artifact. Okay. Aescylus at Athens. I wanted to read this in the spirit of that film I saw earlier in part. Let's see now. No. Although I like that one. It's one of the last, one of the more recent. Here it is. Aescylus at Athens. Coronavirus was in the air short time ago, then fled perhaps, after which a sudden descent loomed into a robust awakening, a stern renewal from long ago, before forms of behavior had been invented, so that now once again the old guard renews itself, with a twist, a turn, a return to previous forms. This moment spun its web of emergence from the prior uncertainties, all set things being easier now. Out of this embrace of the past we gaze, wordless, beyond the horizon, at the future's backdrop, hoping for more.